they call me Han Gaozu now, Emperor, founder of the Han Dynasty. I live in this palace in Shenyang. This boy is one of mine. I don't remember his name. Soon, though, I'll move into Qianling. It's my tomb, already being built for me, outside Shenyang, right near where Qin Shi Huang was buried. But I was once just Liu Ji, village constable in Sushuiting. Such a man shouldn't amount to anything. Son of a farmer, with no ambition, no education, no reason to rise. Heaven's will had a hand in giving me one. I was over 40 when I took up arms. Far too old, they said, for rebellion. I had no title and no legacy to draw on. But I had people. That was my secret. I never lifted a sword half as sharp as the men I placed beside me. Xiao He, my tireless chancellor. Fan Kuai, who would have fought through hell for me. My mighty butcher. Jian Liang, the mind that guided my hand. Han Xin, my general without equal. I didn't build China by force. I delegated it into being, a network of connections built around me. The records might say I was charismatic and generous. Yeah, lazy too, disinterested in work. It depends on what you mean by work. If what you mean by work is crouching over a classic scroll making notes, then no, I never read the classics. But I gathered people around me who did. I learned which ones I could trust and which ones I couldn't, and which ones I could use, and sometimes there was no difference. People say I had no right to win. They're right. I had convicts for comrades and wild hills for shelter. And when I failed to deliver my prisoners to the Qing capital, Shenyang, I made a choice. I ran. I turned lawlessness into loyalty. I gave those men something the Qin never could, a reason to follow. The Qin could force them to move with the whip hand and rewards for doing what they wanted, but those men, they fought for me, over mountains into cities, and on into certain death again and again. Xiao Hoying lied for me and was beaten for it. Fan Kuai burst into the tent of Xiang Yu, who was about to kill me in a sword dance, and dragged me out alive all by himself. My men risked their lives for me. There are stories about how I tried to throw my children out of a carriage during my escape from Puncheng. Yeah, stories I don't deny. Look, I was running for my life. The children would have died if I'd been killed as well. People came to me. You want the truth? Here it is. Yeah, I betrayed Xiang Yu. We were sworn brothers in the fight against the Qin. We took them down together, but that wasn't what he yearned for. A romantic man like him. I knew his wishes better than he did himself. He wished for a beautiful death, and I gave him one. He wished to not become the wandering ghost he feared becoming, so I became that person so he didn't have to. He was a warrior of another age, born to fight, not to rule, and that was obvious in his decisions after the Battle of Julu. Look, he just wanted his Chu back, and that would have started things all over again. Better to have one empire ruling over, with order and stability for the people. Yes, I owe Xiang Yu. He spared me more than once at Hongmen, when he had good reason to kill me. He gave me Bashu in the southwest, thinking it exile, but in that hidden land, I turned exile into glory. I gathered grain, men, and genius. That's where I found Han Xin. The seed of the empire was there. Xiang Yu was too busy playing the strong man. I played the long game. I toasted drink to him every day. Without him, I couldn't have done what I have. When he divided the Qin Empire up and retreated to Pengcheng, it was a matter of who, not if, anyone would rebel. In the end, it was not my sword that defeated him. It was the sound of his own people singing Chu songs, Sumian Chu Ge, at the Battle of Gaisha. My men were once his, my victory once his future. He could have taken if he just had the vision to see it. I rewarded loyalty. I elevated the forgotten. I burned bridges and built thrones on the backs of better men. I remade the nation. Do I regret it? Ask me when I'm dust and all the names are forgotten but mine. How many people know the name of Xiang Yu now? But know this. I began with nothing. No prophecy, no sword of heaven, just instinct and people. A thief of opportunity who by the grace of chaos and cunning became emperor. I was Liu Ji, but now I'm Han Gaozu.